Well, you made it on time this time, Jonea. You made it on time. How are you doing? Whoop, whoop. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh my God. Let me turn this air. I'm already sweating. Hello, hello. Happy hump day to ya. Happy hump day to ya. Happy hump day. Let me put these in because I just turned the air on and hopefully this will work. Okay, can you guys hear me through the headphones okay? Hello, just got home from work. Okay, Pokemon. Pumping and breastfeeding. Oh my God. Wait, you're pumping and nursing at the same time, one-on-one? Wow. Hello. Um, okay, Davina says yes. Pokemon says yes. I just want to make sure. So how is everybody doing? Let's do a mental health check. Where are you coming in from? Hey, Brown Eye Girl. Hey, Breezy. Okay, cool. We're going to play a video, so I just want to make sure I don't have an echo and that I try to buffer some of this background noise. We'll see. I can't remember where I did with my over-the-ear headphones. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you all had an amazing 4th. I'm trying to get, get it back together and taking it one day at a time. I will say, giving yourself grace is it's being challenged. Well, let me say it. Let me not put that on you. Giving myself grace is a challenge for me right now. I feel like I'm kind of hey Donna, ready for work to be over. LaQuandra, how much more time do you have? Listen, I'm off this week. I was supposed to be in Florida all week, but I'm in Harlem and I'm going to give myself grace about that. Hey, Aro. So, yeah, I've been trying to like calm my anxiety down, give myself grace. And I think giving myself grace is a little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. I don't know how else to say that. I am like low key judging myself, and I'm vlogging this week, so you'll see a little bit of what I mean. But I'm like low key judging myself and not feeling as productive as I should be, which is kind of silly because I'm on vacation, so I'm not really supposed to be that productive. But yeah, that's what's kind of going. Hey, Random Reality. Oh, Central Time. Okay. You're off too? See, I should have been out there. I was originally supposed to be in Florida starting last Friday, and that my anxiety got the best of me. So there you go. All right, so I wanted to try something different tonight. I wanted to do a watch party, which is, I think, kind of like a premiere, except I'm going to be on here and I'm going to be talking, and it's like a reaction video, I guess. Because I think on the premieres, I don't know, I always want to like say something or stop the video, and I can't because it's recorded and I can only chat. Hey, Roseanne, it's nice to be seen. Thank you, Mama. And I want to chat and then like trying to chat in the chat at the same time, and then people end up missing stuff. So we're going to try to watch this together. So this is the video that I made Monday of me trying to get off the struggle bus. So I think it's 7:36. I'm going to go ahead and start. Let me add this to the stream. Can everybody see that? You all should be able to see that. And oh, thank you for the hugs. Oh, good, LaQuandra. I hope this works out for us. So it's an experiment, you know. And then, okay, we have audio. I'm going to go ahead and start playing it. All right, so the pill popping has begun. We're official.
What's up, fertility babe? Let's get these babies, ladies.
What's up, fertility fam? Grand Rising. It's 11:48. I'm still in the bed. I haven't brushed my teeth, haven't washed my face. I've been sitting here playing games on my phone and thinking a lot. I made a cup of coffee, let the girls out, but I have not made any moves toward the goal of cleaning. So I'm going to say my goals for today are obviously take care of my physical needs, wash the dishes, and change the bed linens. Wash the dishes, clean the stove, wipe the inside of the refrigerator down. I don't think I'm going to mop today. I'm going to make baby steps. Cheyenne's coming over at some point, so that's going to restrict a little bit of my cleaning, but we're gonna start. I haven't done any yoga or anything like that. Maybe when she comes, we'll do yoga. But I'm starting my accountability vlog, so this is the first entry. Let's see how much we can get done today. All right, it's 1:36. The only thing I've done is eat some of these salt and vinegar chips. I need food, which is kind of sad because I'm pretty sure I've used all my silverware. I'm debating on either yogurt, but it is 1:36. I have this yogurt. Do you want to take a peek at the dishes that need to be done? It's mostly wine glasses until you get over to the sink. And then there's dishes. And I have a dishwasher. Anyway, this is 25-gram protein yogurt. Or, oh shit. Oh my God. Runaway salmon. Okay, I have some lean cuisines in here, some Marie Callender's. Don't judge. I know it's all processed. All right, I'm going to pause it right quick. So this was me on the struggle bus. I was feeling trapped, like I need to get started, but I don't know where to start. So I sat in bed and played video games on my phone or whatever they're called. Are they video games if they're on the phone? Whatever. June's Journey, Traffic something, and I was just like, couldn't get it going. Oh, did I lose you? My power is low. I think I'm gonna do the Marie Callender shepherd pie. What do we have? Oh, there's a power bowl. I don't know that I feel. I think I just need some comfort food. We're gonna do the Marie Callender's beef shepherd's pie. And while I heat that up, I'm going to feed the girls. I know. Oh, you guys haven't eaten your snack. You're not really hungry. You just following me. Okay, let me get this in the microwave, y'all. This is hotmess.com, but we're gonna get it together. We're gonna give ourselves grace and we're gonna get it together. Ooh, that ground is hot. Come on, Justice. It's hot out here. Ooh. What did I say this was? Shepherd's pie. It's not really a shepherd's pie because it's beef and not lamb, but I had to stir it once, so the mashed potatoes are all mixed in. I had to make sure it got in, but that was like about 9-10 minutes of foolishness there. It wasn't all the way done, so I'll put it in for another minute. Hey, Rose, come on in. While I was here, I did get some of those. Those are new dishes. Those are bowls. Remember, it was plates before. So I did get the plates in the dishwasher. And I got some of the coffee cups. I obviously serve all of the wine glasses. I think I can only put like 3 here and 3 over here. Whoa. It's the same thing. My nail's getting caught. Oh, there we go. Here. So I also have some in the window. I did have
Okay, I'm gonna stop it on that note. With the therapy, LaQuandra is definitely helpful, and I do have a new therapist. This makes me happy because I ended up sleeping most of yesterday because one, I had a headache, and two, I was just like, I need to rest and I need to hydrate. And then Random Reality said, depends on how bad the funk is, but I try music or rewatch one of my favorite shows to distract myself. Oh, nice. I like that. I did perk up at the end of this evening, which it's not on this video because I cut it off before, but Cheyenne came over and made tacos. So we had that for dinner, turkey tacos. And we watched an I Love Lucy documentary, which was, I don't know, Lucy always makes me smile. Look at that. Yes, do something that makes you smile. Hey, Angie, my smile motivators are hot tea, checking small things off my list, and recently taking a walk around the corner. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, let's get back.
Company. Tony was over like 2 weeks ago, and so that's part of it. But the wine glasses are always a beast to wash. I have some coffee mugs. I think what I need to start doing is as soon as I use something, I need to wash it and dry it and just like put it over here because it's only me. There's no reason.
So see, this is the hard part. This is where I'm saying how I judge myself because I feel like it is only me. Why do I have all these dishes? But then the other part of me feels like, well, I own more than one coffee cup, so I should be able to use more than one coffee cup. But this is obviously a week and a half, 2 weeks worth of stuff here. So it's just like, I feel like I was already in a funk and then I make it worse by letting it build up. You know what I mean?
That all of the coffee cups are out and a lot of the wine glasses. I can't even say all because I still have a full bar. But anyway, I did make some progress while my shepherd's pie was heating up. So I'm going to eat that and then I'm going to come up with a game plan. I feel like I need to do some goal setting, like specific goal setting for today. Obviously the dishes and the bed linens being changed are on our goals for today, but I also need to lay out to start taking my omega-3s today and the hydroquinone / plaquenil. But I think I just need to write some stuff down of like, not just today, but for the week. So we have a plan and it feels a little less overwhelming. And anybody who's going to tell me.
So I misspoke there. It's not hydroquinone, which is a face cream. It was hydroxychloroquine, which our former president was a fan of.
Just today, but for the week. So we have a plan and it feels a little less overwhelming. And anybody who's going to tell me caffeine and alcohol are bad for TTC, please save it. If you watched my video yesterday, you know, like I said, I'm coming back from a very dark place where I couldn't even bathe myself every day. So what's good or not good for TTC, I don't need that feedback. I just don't. I'm trying to get my mental health back in order. I'm trying to get my body back in order. So I have to give myself grace. And if you can't give me grace, this is probably not the place for you. So anyway, let me, oh my God, this calendar says January and it is July. See, I'm going to get it together though. And I have to stop judging myself because I feel like part of that is like, oh my God. But I am glad that I decided to vlog because I almost didn't, even though I said I was, but I feel like this is the first step. Anyway, let me get in here. I'm going to eat in the bed. Yes, I'm watching a video about some guy who went to all the rainforest cafes in America. And I think Canada. Anyway, it's kind of funny. Yeah, so that's my check-in. Justice has come back inside. Oh, my feet were burning from stepping outside. I think that's also what made me come in here because I got to stand on this cool mat and it calmed my feet down that concrete.
You guys are making me so happy. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that with the dishes next to the dishwasher. Hey, Tiffany, we're just doing a little watch party before I let the video go on the channel. Let's see, Melanie, I've been in a funk for about a week or so now and have been really working hard for the last few days to figure out how to pull myself out of it. Okay, Melanie, you and I are in the same boat because I definitely want to get out of it. And I know it's one of those things, you know, like once you're on the good foot, you're like, oh, I don't ever want to be in a bad place again. So I know like hydrating, exercise, sleep, eating well, I know those will get me back on the good foot, but it's just like the struggle to get there. And I had my wine while TTC, so I'm saying yes, random reality. Oh, my hair is shedding the color. But yeah, so I think it's one thing to want to give yourself grace, and then it's another thing, at least me, like coming from just a place like my lived experiences and people always telling you positive things, right? It's usually they say negative things and that's meant to motivate you. It doesn't motivate me, but then trying to like rewire my brain. So I realize that it's happening not necessarily in the moment, but afterwards I'll be like, oh, that wasn't like positive self-talk. Why did you say that? So it just is like a little bit of a struggle. It being lighter longer has definitely helped. And it just is what it is. So random reality, that comment was somebody left me a note on the other live of like, oh, just something to think about. Drinking isn't good for TTC or you're not supposed to drink. Well, it was obviously somebody who didn't watch the video because then they would know I wasn't in an active cycle at that point. But I also think I've been TTC since 2017. So does that mean I am not meant to drink at all? You know what I mean? Like it's a fine line, I think. And also, it kind of annoys me. Not that I know these are not the same. I know this is not a fair comparison, but I'll watch a lot of crime shows and you see like these cracked out, drugged out people, pregnant, don't know they're pregnant. Most of them have normal babies as far as I know, but it's just like, I don't know. I get tired of the preaching. Logically, we know executing is another. Absolutely. Davina says you're not alone. Prayer definitely helps. Just have to give yourself grace. We are all human. Yes. I just have to remind myself to give myself grace. I met with a trainer this week and he asked, why is it hard for you to get started? Automatically, no. Next. So at least you're going to a trainer, or I shouldn't say at least. Congratulations on getting to a trainer. I need to get my back in motion. Hey, Laura. I used to think I needed motivation to start to get things done on my list, which always helps me with my phone. But honestly, just doing one of them gives me motivation to keep going. I respect that. Hi, Aisha. Okay, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Out on the terrace is hot, hot, hot. All right, let me eat. I'm rambling. It's 2:54. Dishwasher is full. I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was able to get 6 of the wine glasses. Those are the slimmer ones in there. All the coffee cups, and the plate. So I'm gonna get this started. I also have brushed my teeth, washed my face, put on a little the tinted sunscreen, and comb my hair. I have not put on a bra. I don't think I'm going to. It's hot. I mean, the air conditioner is on, but I'm getting hot from moving around. I just need one of these little bad boys for the dishwasher. So, and I started to just rip off the bed sheets, but I was like, I'm not procrastinating from taking them off. I'm procrastinating from redoing the fitted sheet and wrestling with just a lot of work. Lazy, I guess. But I'm going to start this, and then we're going to make our list, I think. See, I just did it again. I call myself lazy. I realized it when I was editing. Janaya, I like this munchable chunks. Sometimes I call it, when I'm cleaning, I'll do micro cleaning. Like I know I'm a little bit overwhelmed, so I'll be like, just put the cups in, or just clean off your nightstand, or you know what I mean? Like do itty bitty things. So I definitely relate to that. Tiffany. Yes, people are allowed to have a break and have a drink. Exactly. And the video was talking about me coming back from a very dark place. And I just happened to be doing a live where I had a glass of rosé, which is not even like I'm in here doing tequila shots. I'm not trying to make excuses, but wine in and of itself isn't necessarily bad for fertility. But at that point, that was the last thing on my mind. You know what I mean? Hey, pretty brown eyes. Welcome. Definitely was a turn off, so I'll find someone else or keep trying them on. Yeah, I mean, if you get that vibe from the beginning, then he's not the one or she's not the one. Hey, Serial Mom, welcome. Yeah, okay, let's get back. I like this.
I'm gonna put it on. We'll do deep clean. Alrighty. It has started. Now that it's going, we can officially change this from dirty to clean. All right. We're here. We're going to do the pills first, I decided. So, omega-3 fish oil, triple strength, 2 soft gels per day. So we'll start with that. I haven't taken it today, but today's a Monday, right? So these I will set aside. I did get my water. I put some hydrate in there, the electrolytes. The doctor recommended those. I had asked her if I should go get an IV, and she was like, no, just make sure you have something that has salt in it, blah, blah, blah. She recommended the IV doctor thingy, but I was like, what about hydrate, which is the one I have because it has coconut water in it? And she was like, oh, yeah, definitely do that one. I think Justice wants some omega pills. The doctor actually, the RI actually recommended dosing these out starting at a higher dose, but the way the nurse gave me the directions didn't really make sense because it was like 2 milligrams, 6 milligrams, and then up to... Okay, I'm going to stop my rant for a second. Laura, this makes me mad. She asked you if you knew what a carb is. Like, seriously? I stopped going to that other nutritionist that I was seeing. It was like we were not vibing, and I just felt like she was condescending. Like, I felt like it, but then I was like, well, maybe I'm tripping, and I kept trying to force it. So listen to your first mind. Like, oh my God. I will tell you, I don't know if you watch April Lauren. She's on a weight loss journey. She's not TTC, but she's on a weight loss journey, and she motivates me. Today she put, or maybe yesterday, she put a video out of when she first started her weight loss journey. And I don't know, she just has a lot of courage and wisdom, and she had been in a funk and put her video up, and it just was like, okay, I'm not alone. This is something other people are going through. But I'm sorry that the nutritionist asked you that. That's just bullshit. Hey, Africa. Love your picture, B. Oh, I want to go back and see B. Oh, I love that picture too. Yes. Right. Like LaQuandra. No, next. Move on to the next one. I had already told him what I had going. It's just like, I don't know. But again, kudos to you for seeking out a trainer. And then again, kudos to you for seeking out a trainer that is a good fit for you. And not getting stuck and being like, well, I'll just put up with it. Or start off at 8, go to 6, then level out at 2. But I'm like, it says 2,100 milligrams. So whatever. I'm just doing the damn thing. I'm just going to start out with 2, honestly, because just getting to this point has been a journey all by itself. So I'm going to ease on into it. Ease on down. Ease on down. I'm going to ease into it. We're going to get through 1 week of just 2 a day, and then maybe I'll increase. We'll see. Oh, my God. These jokers. I took the cotton out. I don't know if that's supposed to help it stay dry in there or the little salt packet, but they're all stuck together. Okay. So 2 of these, and these are Nutrigold Sustainable Wild Alaskan Triple Strength Omega-3 Fish Oil. Say that 3 times fast. That is the dishwasher making that noise, if you're wondering. Hopefully nothing is stuck in there. Here is the Plaquenil. So I'm taking 2 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. I have not taken this either today. It's only 3:36, but we're starting. We're starting. So we're going to give ourselves grace. I just noticed Justice's head is right there on the right side of the screen. Ma'am. So I'm going to put 1 more for today, Monday. We'll do 2 for Tuesday. You guys didn't see that. Sorry, it's a little choppy today. I actually just pulled out the camera. I've been using my phone. Normally, I would have some nice shots as things are going on, but we're going to take it 1 day at a time. So it's a little stop and go, stop and go. No montages for you, unfortunately. Okay, so that is the Plaquenil This is, now why am I taking this? I don't remember. Oh, this is instead of the IVIG, which is supposed to help with, I guess, acceptance.
Yes,
I'm gonna edit that video so all this makes more sense. I need to rewatch it myself. Okay, so these are my prenatals. I'm doing the My Kind prenatal. It looks like this on Amazon. And it is certified organic whole food. Oh my God, she's gonna drive me crazy. And it's got 600 micrograms of folate. That's what I was trying to find, among other things. I'll put a link. If I remember, I'll put a link. If I don't remember, I'm sure someone will remind me. So let me put this in for, oh, that's why I brought this other one out. I have a disability in my right hand, so
pretty brown eyes.
Sometimes the struggle is real. This little thing, I think I'm gonna leave it in this one because maybe it helps it stay fresher. Okay, that's for Mondays, and then, oh wait, did I just take one? I have to watch the footage. Shut up, remember. I'm gonna put the cotton in this. I'm gonna put this little stay fresh thing in the omegas, and hopefully that helps them out. It's a glass bottle, so I'm trying not to obviously break it or clang it up against something. Anyway, these are all glass bottles and they are shaded, which is good for preserving what's inside. It doesn't get exposed to sunlight, and which helps it retain its nutrients. And then one, I'm gonna take this now, low dose aspirin. Woo, run away. I'm taking that as well. All right, so the pill popping has begun. We're official. We are back on the TTC train. Somebody pray for me. Okay, so that is that. Put these over here. I wasn't sure if there was enough, so I brought out an extra of the small baby aspirin. 81, low dose, 81 milligrams. I know some people say baby aspirin, but it's the low dose aspirin. Okay, so that is done. Let's see what we got from Amazon. I'm pretty sure there's some fingernails in one of these. Oh, no, it's puppy wipes. This is on auto, or just dog wipes. It's on auto ship from Amazon. Oh, that aspirin. All right.
Okay, are we supposed to chew the aspirin or just swallow it whole? That aspirin is so chalky for such a little bugger. I just want to read that. Be Black, you're doing the prenatal, just started last week. I had started them before. I'm restarting them. I had to stop everything all at once. Pretty brown eyes, give yourself grace. Don't make it overwhelming, I guess, is what how I've been trying to approach it. Because I've been eating a lot of processed foods. They're the healthier version, but they're still processed, which is why my omegas are out of whack. And yeah, you hate chewing them too. I think they need a coating on them or something. Like it is just, because I've tried just like swallowing it and I've tried chewing it. I do not like the taste, the feel, the chalkiness. Get the orange flavored and they taste okay to chew, otherwise swallow whole. I think that is the orange flavor. I don't have to look at it, but okay. Yeah, I've tried it both ways and it just is like chalky. That one on Monday, it stayed in my throat for a while. It's no bueno.
Beauty fix. Today is 4th of July. Did I say that to you guys? Happy 4th! It is Monday, July 4th, 2022. All right. This is my weekly subscription to Dermafix. If you want yours, I'll put a link down below. I think my link gets you like a percentage off, and then I get a kickback to it too. Daily brightening UV. Yeah, no. You need a link? I didn't even know you knew how to use the laptop. SkinCeuticals. I love SkinCeuticals. SPF 30 dual action hydrating sunscreen protects against UV induced pigmentation, even skin tone, and instantly brightens skin. Yes. So I've been doing a lot of work on getting rid of my hyperpigmentation in my face, and I've learned that one of the secrets is don't leave the house without, or even sitting in the house because the light's coming in, without sunscreen, because you don't want to undo. But this, I'm sure this is like $1 million a full size. This is just a little sample size. They try to get you hooked, which usually works for me, let's be honest. So 1% tranexamic acid, which is good for discoloration. And it also deactivates inflammatory mediators, decreases melanocyte activity. There is a black dermatologist who she talks about this. I actually have a whole bottle of just the I always want to say, let me just put it there. There's no S. I don't know why I want to say trans, that first one. 2% niacinamide. My skin loves niacinamide. That also helps reduce the appearance of discoloration. 7% glycerin, which attracts moisture to the skin. And then 0.3% phenolethol, I don't even know, protects against discoloration and uneven skin. That one is a new one for me. These other ones I'm familiar with. But anyway, it's SPF 30. It's actually a little low for me, but I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try, or I'll put it under my tinted sunscreen. So there's that. Hydration, Dynamite Hydrodynamic, Dynamic Ultimate Moisture. Step 3.
Well, where's step 1 and 2, honey?
Anyway, luxurious yet lightweight cream with advanced hyaluronic acid technology provides 24-hour hydration, AM and PM. So that is going to go on our list today. Not this, but AM and PM, because I haven't been consistent with my skincare. So I need to get back into my AM routine and my PM routine. And I decided I'm going to probably cut this off early so that I can edit it and do like a watch party with you guys tomorrow, and then tonight I'll record the routine but not edit it. It'll be for another day, because I think if I give myself, like, if I'm telling myself I deserve to change my sheets and sleep in a fresh fluffy bed, I'm gonna do yoga tonight, then I'm gonna take a nice warm bath, and then I'm getting into clean sheets. So how does that happen? That means I have to switch those sheets out. Baby, when I tell you, so obviously I'm single. I sleep on one side of the bed. Sometimes the puppy Justice will sleep on the pillow to the right of me on the other side of the bed. But then there's like this whole side of like pillow, blanket stuff that they kind of hang out on and do like a jamboree. I took off one pillowcase when I went in there, and then I had to clear off the whole side of the bed. And I was like, let me get in here and get this other stuff done. So it will be done. She will conquer. It's 3:43 right now. By 5 o'clock, the bed will be stripped. And then we'll figure out a redressing plan. Verso Night Cream with Retinol 8. Oh, I know what I was going to say on this one too when it said the advanced hyaluronic technology, hyaluronic acid. There's different kinds of hyaluronic acid. I'm not going to go into it here, but if you want to look it up on YouTube, there's different kinds, different weights, different absorption levels by the weight. So if you haven't tried hyaluronic acid or you're dabbling, that's something to look into. I got to remember the dermatologist's name. I watch her. She used to be like some sort of chemist, and then now she's a dermatologist. She does a lot of stuff. There is a lady here in New York who, I think she's called like the beauty doctor or beauty style doctor. She has a lot of good stuff. She's on Instagram. And then I think it's Dr. Lee, the 2 younger dermatologists. I love them. I've learned a lot from them. Okay, this is Living Proof Perfect Hair Day conditioner and shampoo. I'll probably give these to Cheyenne. Which hopefully, I don't know why, if I ever make, and I'm not saying I am, if I ever make hair like products, I'm always going to give you a bigger bottle of conditioner than shampoo. Am I the only one who uses a lot more conditioner than shampoo, but they always come in the exact same size? Oh, that reminds me, I need to make flaxseed gel and flaxseed butter this week for a friend of mine for her daughter's hair. Okay, well, how big is this little thing? I think this box is like $29 a month. But I don't know, I like it. I always get to try new stuff. But I'm a little backed up with my stuff because I haven't been doing my routine. So I do, oh my God. I do want to get that together. Maybe I'll do little gift baskets. Is that considered re-gifting even though I haven't used it? Yeah. This doesn't have the ounces on it. You okay, Liberty? 0.25 fluid ounces. Oh my God, I can't with you. And then this is Antioxidant Dewy Drop. Situational Skincare by Holy Frog? How would you say that? Replenish and hydrate. Oh, I need this. Glass skin, not glass ceilings. Ooh, speaking of which, I think I'm going to go get my face lasered this week. I think I'm ready for that. I have been working on just the hyperpigmentation, but I might do a laser facial. There's this place, I think it's Skin Laundry. Your first one is like $50 for the laser. I'm going to try that. Oh, this is a cute bottle. I like this. Oh, wait. I'm showing you the wrong way. Isn't that cute? I don't know why it doesn't have a top, but it's cute. At first it smelled good, and now it smells a little like paste, or maybe that's just what it's looking like to me. But yeah, let's just put it on the back of my hands. And ladies, please remember to moisturize your hands. I've been seeing people on the interwebs getting like not facial rejuvenation and hand rejuvenation. I feel like the hands are easier to, because they're not sagging, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, moisturize. That feels good. I didn't realize how dry my hands were till I put that on there. Wow, that's a lot of moisture. It must have hyaluronic acid in it. Where's the box? Oh my God. Bro, did you take my box? Oh no. Oh no, you guys have chili sticks? Is that true? I'm glad you guys aren't fighting over it. Oh my God, it's too tiny to read. That's not even in English. This poor confession, P-O-R-E. It's hard to be soft, but it's always worth the effort. I know that's right. Achieving well moisturized skin that's fresh, bouncy, and soft can be a delicate balance. Are you dealing with dry skin or is it dehydrated, baby? Well, we know mine is dehydrated because I'm dehydrated. This is so tiny. But it said bouncy, so I'm guessing it has probably niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in it. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to make out my list, and then I'm going to come back and share it with you. My to-do list for the week. And then this retinol. I use it's not retinol. What is the other one for the prescription? Oh, no, wait. Is it? Tretinoin. Oh, my God. Tretinoin cream that I got from the dermatologist. So I don't think you're meant to mix those both. I think that might irritate the skin. But, you know, maybe I'll start retinol in the back of my hands. I don't know. It's supposed to help turn over skin cells.
Retin-A was what I couldn't remember, but the prescription is tretinoin, which has retin-A in it. The struggle was real.
Faster. Okay, let me get my list, and I'll be back. All right. Cheyenne texted. She's gonna make tacos. We're gonna do dinner and a movie. So I have to pick out the movie, which that makes life a little bit easier because then I'm gonna finish the dishes. The dishwasher is still going, but there's a skillet. I think there's 2 skillets and a pot that need to be washed, and I'll just hand wash the other. Or I'll put them in the window. I'll put the other because I do want to run them in the dishwasher. I just like how they look when they come out of the dishwasher. Anyway, I wrote myself a journal entry. It's interesting because, and I'm using the one that was the baby journal. I am speaking to myself in 2 voices. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll read it to you, and then I think at least you'll understand what I mean. Okay, dear me, I have been lost. I'm fighting to find my way back. I'm responsible for me. I must remember to give myself grace. I may need you to gently remind me. Smiley face. First, I just accept where I am without judgment. Moving forward, slowly. Please exit the cabin in an organized fashion. Start here. 1, hydrate. 2, exercise. 3, eat well. 4, sleep well. Do your best. The important part is you try. You deserve to live well. Remember, it is up to you. So see how I was like I, and then I was like you? I don't know. Maybe it's like it's my good conscience sitting on there. But so that was my journal entry for today. And that was, I don't know, it felt freeing. I'm all about freedom. And I feel like I've been smiling more today. I love to smile, like a real smile. It just makes me, it's like a boomerang. When I'm happy, I smile. When I smile, it makes me happy. So like today, I feel like I've been having genuine smiles. And that makes me feel good. All right, so here is, I just did this list. It's only for Monday. I'm not going to overwhelm myself. We're just going to get through today. So clean, dry, put away dishes. I just discussed the plan for that. Clean the stove, sweep the kitchen floor, strip the bed, put the bed together. Now that I know that Cheyenne is still coming, I'm going to ask her to help me put the bed together. Wrestling with that bottom sheet is a little bit of a mess. My the mattress is 21 inches, so it's a deep pocket fitted sheet, and it's always a struggle. One, because I have the disability on my right hand. Two, because the nails don't help. So with two people, it will make it easier because then I can do the catty corner instead of trying to like go to each corner. Hopefully that makes sense. So I will ask her. Hopefully she'll say yes. Then I'm having dinner with Cheyenne. Then I'm gonna do strip bed, put the bed together with Cheyenne, dinner with Cheyenne, yoga, bath, in bed by 11. So that's our plan. So based on that, I'm gonna log out from here now so I can finish the dishes and strip the bed. Finish stripping the bed and get the editing going so I can get it done before it's 4:15, so Cheyenne probably won't get here till like 6:30. And she normally leaves like 9-ish. Like she's not here normally later than 9. So I just want to get the editing done and get all that other stuff. Time management stuff. But thank you for hanging out with me today. I definitely feel better closing than I did opening this vlog. So we've made progress. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you. We're gonna get it together one day at a time, minute by minute. I hope you're well. Let me know. How did your day go? How was your 4th? Let me know in the comments. Let's chop it up down there. Bye. Baby does to us all.
All right, so that was that. Let me take this out of the stream. There we go. So yeah, that was my first accountability vlog. Welcome, Nikki. We just did a little bit of watch party. You can either rewatch this one or the video without me talking in it we'll post later. No, Elaine, I'm still here. We were just doing a watch party. We're going to be here for a minute. I want to highlight a couple things. I took notes. So Brown Eyed Girl, you said that you took your blood work. You had your blood work done. Let's see. I started somewhere. Where did it go? Hey, Sandra TTC. How are you, birthday girl? Let's see. Why did they let me start? Oh, here it is. I'm like, they let me start, but I can't find the start. So Brown Eyed Girl, you said you had some blood tests to ensure you're getting all your nutrients, or rather retaining them, and everything came back good. Good for you. I highly recommend that. I just had mine done because I was dehydrated, or we suspected I was dehydrated. But yeah, I like to look at those. I used to be better about it. This year, I've just been in a funk, but I used to be better about it. And that's how I came up with all my supplement videos and whatnot. But yes, I'm glad that you got that good news. I'm glad you checked, Information is definitely power. The other thing, the conditioner and the washing the hair. I think everybody has that experience where they have more conditioner. They use more conditioner than shampoos, which is it like an industry thing, like the hot dogs, how you have like 8 hot dogs and 6 buns, or I might have that in reverse. Is that to keep us buying it? I just think it's such a waste. And when you go to hotels, I know if I go, I'll ask for more conditioner. I think they think I'm trying to take it home. No. And it's hard to travel with the conditioner that you need these days because of the TS. I mean, normally I have to check my bag, but like last time I checked my bag and my bag made it to California before I did because I missed the plane. My bag did not. So I've been feeling down with depression. So I've been trying to get back to me too. Oh yeah, it's rough. Mine is, I feel like depression and anxiety are cousins. My anxiety has been debilitating. I almost said paralyzed, but it's been debilitating. Like, I don't even know if I can give a good example. It's just like normal things, obstacles that I would normally just be able to push through them. Sorry, I'm being distracted. There's something in my hair, I think. I would normally be able to push through them. With the anxiety, it just makes me freeze. And so I would just rather not deal with it, if that makes sense. Like, well, before I feel like I would just be like, okay, I got to get it done. And now I'm just like, here, which is why I'm spending my vacation in my apartment. But yeah, it gets a little bit overwhelming. LaQuandra says, what is the test called? Which test? The blood test? I don't know that it has a specific name. You just want to check all your levels, right? it's actually a couple of tests because you have to ask for them to do your hormones, the folic acid. I'm trying to think of the other things. A1C, your like the normal cholesterol. I'm not sure what it is. If one of you ladies knows exactly what the test name is for LaQuandra to call it up, please put it in the chat. Elaine, I'm going to transfer in about a month. Have to take birth control first. So anxious. I've been putting it off for a few months. Yeah, I understand, Elaine. I understand. It's good to be seen. Thank you. Yeah, the anxiety too. I'm trying to fight my way through it. And like I said, like getting the new therapist has helped, but it's not, there's no quick fix, right? I didn't get to this situation overnight. So I'm not going to like get out of it overnight, if that makes sense. Like the same thing with any other like weight loss, any other struggles that we have. It's not an overnight thing. And that's where I feel like I've got to figure out how to give myself grace and just accept it. So I think just taking it day by day also helps. It's not in my nature. Like I want to have a plan. I want to be able to like know from A to Z what the plan is. And I'm just not in that space mentally. So I have to take it day by day. And like I said yesterday, I could not really get out of bed and do anything. I had a crazy headache. I know it's because I'm dehydrated. And before I knew it, it was, 4:00. So Brown Eyed Queen. They ran at least 3 different tubes. No clue how many tests or names. Sorry, I couldn't be more helpful. Yeah, day by day. We have 2 brown eyes in. Pretty Brown Eyes and Brown Eyed Queen. I'm here for it. Yeah, I don't remember what the name is, but if you tell them you want all your hormones checked, so, which is like, everything. Vitamin D is a hormone. Insulin is a hormone. All of those hormones tested. I'm trying to think of what else. DHEA levels tested. But I would say I would go to an RE who can help you interpret it, because if you don't know what the meaning of those tests are, it's a little hard. I mean, I guess you could interpret it. If it's low, you need to have more, but I think some of them are specific to your reproductive health. So it helps to have someone to kind of guide you through it. But there are things like thyroid, if it's low, and there's a different range for like optimal reproductive health versus if you're not trying to have a baby. Does that make sense? And so you want to look at all of those. But I'm trying to think: vitamin D, iron, folic acid, thyroid, A1C, which I never get the A1C as long as I'm in the range. I've stopped trying to like do mental gymnastics to understand like how are they looking at 7 days from one blood draw or whatever. But yes, we're gonna make a comeback. What is this? Maybe to see if you are getting enough nutrients. Okay, that I can't pronounce that. Albumin. So that might be it. Oh wait, here it is. Laura, I found that CBC is good for checking anemia and CMP is good for checking electrolytes, and fasting glucose lipid panel is good for cholesterol. Then I add vitamin D and B12 for energy. I love that. Yeah, it's multiple tests. I know that because they take so many vials for it. But all of that I would have them take. And depending on how old you are and where you are in your journey, you might also want them to do your AMH, just so you have that number, which is anti-Murillion hormone. Janaea, I really want there to be a study of the lasting impact of the pandemic. It's been a time in the land for us all. I know my mental and physical health both have suffered over the last few years. Absolutely. There definitely needs it. And it's been hard for me to gauge, is it just the pandemic? Because, at the top of it, my mom was sick. So that was also rough. And it was just a lot of changes. I had just come out of a relationship. There was a lot going on. And I felt like pretty good last year because I feel like we were bouncing back. And then after the fourth failed transfer, it just like kind of knocked me on my ass. And then I knew I wasn't feeling well, so I tried to like delve into self-care. But then I like became obsessed about it. So I don't know that was healthy either. Yeah. Yeah, I will say, thank God I enjoy my own company, because I've spent a lot of time alone and just trying to figure stuff out. But I don't think there is like a one size fits all fix. You know what I mean? Like, but I know, like, that's why I had to take a break from going through cycles, because I feel like, one, I would not be mentally prepared to handle the results, or mentally prepared just to go through the rigmarole of every day, right? It's taken me, I got my protocol in March. It's taken me this long to, well, I'm going to say restart, because I did start it and then I was just like, I'm not in a mental space to do another cycle right now. So let's get through these 30 days, right? As of July 4th, when I started this. So 2 days ago, but 2 days in, right? One day at a time. Well, actually will be the third day at the end of today, but yeah, it's a lot. The pandemic has definitely been a lot. And it also, like, unfortunately in America, the pandemic is very politicized. So then there's that, and there's these people telling you don't do this and don't do that, and people don't want to talk to you, and which I think is like really weird and kind of like a lack of maturity, because I may not agree with your viewpoint, but it doesn't mean I'm never going to talk to you again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in an echo chamber for anybody in my life. I don't want to just be like, if you don't believe what I believe, I can't talk to you. Like, we're all individuals. So I don't understand. I just don't understand that approach. I think it actually helps me grow if you have a different viewpoint and we talk about it, because you may point out things I hadn't thought about, you know what I mean? And vice versa, like a devil's advocate sort of thing. And I'm saying like philosophical things. Obviously, if you are like, oh, I believe women are inferior, like, I'm not going to debate that with you or whatever, like, but if you're pro-vaccine, anti-vaccine, that's a conversation we can have, but that also added to the drama of it. And I know for me, a lot of frustration of like, who's wearing a mask, who's not wearing a mask, who, just, it didn't help. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's put what Laura has on. Check in with RE is best, and if you can get them to order them first and then do the labs and then go in to meet with the RE and have them go over the results in person. I agree with this. Yeah. Because talking through them is so helpful. And I would also say advocate for yourself. Like, do a little bit of research about what these tests are or how it impacts fertility, like specifically your vitamin D levels, your thyroid, those sorts of things, so that you can advocate for yourself in the conversation. You don't have to do it. This is probably the control freak in me saying like, I recommend that, but definitely having a conversation with them and about what the impact is, I think. So, yeah. FHA, where is that coming from, Tiffany? Did I say FHA? I don't know what that is. Oh, female hormone panel. Okay. Well, there you go. B Black is thanking Laura. I'm praying you have a success. It would be nice to see. Oh my God, it would be so nice to have a baby bump. It would be so nice to have a baby bump. So let me see. I wrote down some more notes while we were washing hair. Some of you guys said I can't wash my hair more than once a week. Some say you don't have to. I wash my hair about once every 6 weeks, like for real. No, whether my anxiety is bad or not. It just is. My hair has two different textures, and the back is packed tighter and it gets drier. So I just find if I wash it too much, like it starts snapping off. Which you really can't tell when it's curly, but when it's straightened, I can tell that. But if you notice, like this part of my hair is, the curl is tighter, so it scrunches up here. And to get in there and keep it moisturized, like to strip it of everything and then moisturize it, I will do a co-wash with just conditioner, but not a shampoo. I'll do that every 3 weeks I'll do a co-wash, and then 3 more weeks I'll do a wash. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's not like my hair is so temperamental, and I'm finally like figuring it out after all these years and keeping it moist and having it grow. Because if you go back to my early videos, sometimes it looked like if a match got too close, I was going up in flames. It was like, it looked like, brush fire, tumbleweed, whatever you want to say. So, and then Jonea, you said a face regime. You were talking about getting a plan together. I will say, like, again, with my anxiety being bad, I've fallen out of my routine before it got so heightened. I would say probably February, March. Well, yeah, because I would say after my uncle's funeral, while I was there, I wasn't washing my face twice a day. And then when I came back, I've been kind of spotty. But before that, I had a good routine. And it feels good. Like self-care feels good because it's like reminding you that you love yourself. But it's just a matter of like having enough energy to love yourself, I guess. That's what I feel like. But low key, I think I've been angry with myself. And so I don't know if it was as punishment, if it was like, I just don't give a fuck. I don't know. Like, what makes you not want to get up and wash your face and brush your teeth? You know what I mean? Like, you deserve that. You deserve so much more. But yeah, I would say just ease into it. I like a good gentle cleanser and then some kind of cream. Niacinamide and, oh my God. I just said it a million times in the other video. Niacinamide and hyaluronic acid are good for your 11s. It'll plump it all up, all around the eyes. So the only thing it won't do is like my eyes are sinking in here. I'm not going to get filler because I just hear bad things about filler. But I think once I get over this hump and I start getting like a regular sleeping pattern, hopefully that will help. Thank you. Hey, Cheyenne. Yes, let's enjoy the city vibes. Oh, Tiffany said she had AMH, FSH, which is follicle stimulating. Oh, is that what you were asking about FSH? Follicle stimulating hair hormones. I was thinking about like a fertility savings. I don't know why my brain went there. Yes, FSH. But FSH is very specific, and for it to really mean anything, it needs to be in the first 1 to 5 days of a new cycle. New cycle meaning, day 1 of your period to day 5. Obviously, the whole time is a cycle, but you know what I'm saying? At the start of a cycle, speak English, Tanika. It's your language. For it to really mean anything, AMH is good. And I would say in that first part of the cycle, FSH, E2, which is the estradiol, and progesterone. Prolactin is important. Yes. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, because prolactin, if that's too high, that also can keep you from getting pregnant. So yeah, that's a good point. Laura, about how what's normal range for PCP or OB might not be normal for RE. My TSH was 3.4 and I was started on levothyroxine. Hopefully I said that right. I'm bad with the names. To get it to under 2, which is what my RE wanted. Yes, that was the one I remembered specifically as TSH. The thyroid hormone for when you're trying to conceive needs to be lower than what a regular one is. So that's why I'm like, if you can have your RE take it, but you should have your RE take it. You can have your GP, general practitioner, or some people call it a primary caregiver, take that, but they may not understand the nuances because even my OB-GYN didn't know. Like we were looking at DHEA. She did all the tests for me, but her interpretation was not specific for fertility. Do you know what I mean? Because she knows how to get a baby out, but not necessarily how to put one in, if that makes sense. And she didn't know why I was taking DHEA or what it was for. She thought I was misremembering it and was referring to DHA. So I think just those kind of little nuances. There's some books out there too, Making Babies. Oh my God, I haven't read them in so long. I'll have to look it up and put them up here. But if, actually, let me look on my channel. Well, let me stay here because I feel like I was all over the place last live. But there's books, and if you find a nice forum, there will be ladies in there who can tell you without being nice, nasty. Yes, thumbs up for the stream, everybody, please. Oh, I should run that banner somewhere. Here we go. Thank you, Cheyenne. LH2, yeah, luteinizing hormone. I don't know, so LH is really will tell you it's more used as an indicator for ovulation, that ovulation is impending, right? If you do an ovulation prediction kit or OPK at home, that is measuring your LH from your urine. Obviously, if you measure it from your blood, it's more accurate. But I can't remember. I'm sure they probably measured my LH. But yeah. Hey, Latanya. Oh, I love this thumbnail. But I would say while you're there, have them test everything. It doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? And then you only get one lab bill while they're drawing your blood. Lord knows when you are going through fertility treatment, you get used to having a needle in your arm. 1 week left of my birth control before starting estradiol. Yay! Transfer scheduled for August 3rd. Yay, Angie. Wait, is it? No, someone else sent, I don't know, was it you, Angie? No, I think someone August 2nd. They're starting their transfer and it's their birthday. Is it your birthday on August? I might be misremembering. Either way, congratulations. Congratulations. So if everything aligns and I can get it together and keep it together, I will be starting a new transfer cycle on August 1. But don't come back and ask me. You don't have to ask me. I'll let you know. But I'm just saying if everything aligns. That's super exciting, Angie. So LH, Angie, everybody's giving Angie's fingers crossed, baby dust, all that stuff. I also did ultrasounds to check follicle count. Yes. So when you first go to your RE, they should be doing, like my first appointment with my very first RE, we did that at my first appointment. We looked at it, which is AFC, right? Antral follicle count. They should be doing that. And I feel like it can be pretty steady, but I know some clinics only want to do it in the first part of the cycle. And then some are like, oh, anytime is good. So I guess it just depends. But yeah, because I think, with the antral follicle count, with your hormone levels, like your FSH or E2 and P4, so follicle stimulating hormone, sorry guys, estradiol and progesterone, that is like one part of the puzzle. The AMH is another part, and the antral follicle count is another part, and that sort of like triangulates to give you like your projection or your probability of successfulness with your own eggs. And the AMH, anti-meridian hormone, is not a direct one-to-one, because I know some people hear their doctors say it tells you how many eggs you have left, but it's not like if you have a 2.0 AMH that they know exactly how many eggs you'll produce. It's sort of like a guesstimate, if you will. Like in totality, all that information helps inform it, but one is not definitive. And you know what? God has the last say. So, oh wait, let me go here. Angie says, thank you to everybody, which I love. I'm here for it. Sometimes costs for labs can be crazy, especially if they code it as straight infertility and nothing else. So sometimes asking insurance company what lab codes will be covered beforehand helps. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know. I've never had an outlandish lab bill, but yeah. And maybe, I don't know if it's coming from the RE specifically, they see that. I'm not sure about how lab billing or insurance billing goes. So but some of y'all wiser than me probably know. Your transfer is Friday. Oh my God, Chris is sending you baby dust. Yes. I think it's normal to be nervous. I think it would be more worrisome if you were not nervous, but things like adult coloring books or some meditation, some warm tea, or whatever helps you relax. Don't be nervous. Chris is sending you good vibes. Yay, yay. It's not like you're cheating the system. You may honestly have other diagnoses that count for certain labs, but if you don't ask them to code it by your other diagnoses, then you might have to pay. Right. No, totally. Because you could have, you'll get the same information. They're just coding it differently. So I just think, yeah, why not ask? Especially if it's additional cost for you, but they're processing it the same way. Sometimes like insurance can be scammy. Tiffany saying good luck on all transfers and baby dust for everyone. Angie's excited for Carissa. Chris's thanking Angie and Latanya. Okay. I love it. Yeah. Okay. What else did I write? Oh, 1 day at a time was the other thing that I wrote, and the 4 agreements. So I'm going to pull that up for some, cause it's interesting. Somebody that I watch on YouTube, Amazon Tay was doing the 4 agreements earlier this year. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. But let's take a look at it. Always do your best. Can I make this larger? How does that work? So let me see if I can pull this up. Share screen. Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay, let me see if I can make that a little bit larger. No, it's not cooperating with me. All right, that's as large as it's going to let me. The 4 agreements: be impeccable with your words, speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others, use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So, yeah, I have not been impeccable with my word toward myself. And so I've got to definitely work on that. Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Speak on it. Oh my God. Yeah. That I have been especially susceptible to that with my anxiety high of like taking things personally and being triggered. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. This also speaks to me. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama, right? And express what you really want. That I definitely need to do. Always do your best. And this is what you were talking about. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Oh my God, I needed that. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely needed that. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly, so I'm going to just drop it. Uh-oh, shoot. I'll drop the link in the chat just for if anybody else needs a reminder. Hopefully, oh shoot, did that work? Hopefully that did. If not, you can go on Amazon and pull up oh, it's getting dark in here. Hang on, guys. Let me turn some lights on. Okay. I was disappearing. All right. Yeah, that was a good reminder. I have the 4 agreements in my room. I'm gonna have to break those out. I'm gonna just write myself a little note. Refresh. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. Oh, it doesn't let me delete this. Ooh, look at you. Okay, Heather, congratulations. Sending you baby dust. Welcome, Heather. I'm glad you made it. Oh, during transfer, I've used a coloring app in my phone. It helps take your mind off of the full bladder. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's good to know. I usually do. I haven't. Let me even not say usually. Not in 2021, I didn't do it. But I have a coloring book, an adult coloring book. But I like it on the phone because that's like less stuff to carry around. And that full bladder, oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. All right. Mine was too full the last time they told me to go pee a little bit. That was almost that is what I was gonna say, Angie. They at least 2 times told me to let a little bit out, and I'm like, that don't work. Like, it was a lot more out than what I thought, and so then I had to wait some more. Then the opposite happened. I think my very last one or second to last one. I didn't have enough because Cheyenne and I went to get massages and then walked over, or she did a massage, I did acupuncture, and then we walked over there together. And I got my times mixed up. Like, I was off by 30 minutes. We were headed to the clinic anyway because it's like right there, but I thought I had 30 more minutes. And so Nurse Katrina was calling me while I was on the elevator, like, your transfer's in 5 minutes, where are you? So I was like, oh my God, I'm on the elevator. So I was carrying my water, which I need to drink this water. I was carrying my water. I was like, my bladder is not going to be full. So I drank as much as I could. Then they took me to the back, and the lady was like, well, let's get you into the, the surgical room. Because they have like, I think there's 5 bays. So all the 130 women are in the bays, and I'm in bay 1. So that means I go into the surgery room first, the sterilized room, whatever. And so she wants me to go in there to see if my bladder's full, and I'm telling her it's not. I know for sure it's not because I haven't had enough water. She was like, oh, well, just let's go see, because sometimes people don't know. So went in there, wasn't full, had to go back out. Then I'm like chugging water because all the bays everybody's gone, and I'm still in there. We did it again. It wasn't full. Then I'm out of my own water, so I fill it up with the clinic's water. The water is freezing cold. I'm putting it in there, chug, chug, chug. And then I just start giving the water back to the earth. So I was just like, there's got to be like a science to it. I just don't know what it is. But I think if I go in full next time and I have the app or something to relax me, that probably will take my mind off of it. Because if not, I'm just going to go in there full. I might pee on the table. I couldn't possibly be the first person. You know what I mean? So, oh, you could see it fine. Okay, good. But yeah, so that's grace and space. So I was originally going to try to vlog every day, but that is just not realistic. So I have done a little bit. So there won't be a daily vlog, but there'll probably be something. It definitely helps. I like talking to you guys, and it lifts my spirits up. And, oh God, I lost the comments. Where'd they go? Folders, sample browsers. I can't see your comment. Oh, here we go. Come on, StreamYard. Oh, the girls are on to something. I muted myself. Not only did I think when I took the headphones out, it unmuted it. And then when I came back, I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me now. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you guys. Okay. Talana. Oh, I know everybody who is here now. Yeah. I just want to see this thumbnail of yours. I love that thumbnail. Okay. I think this is, hopefully you guys heard me on this, but thank you, Tiffany, for being here. I was saying, I think, and I talked about this in the last video, we have to figure out, and I'm not sure how, but what does a community look like for those of us who have gotten off the road? Because I will say from the end of last year till now, till very recently, honestly, I was on the fence of like, should I even do another cycle? And my heart of hearts, I'm not ready to walk away. So I'm willing to do at least one more. But I know for sure this will be my last year doing it. But then what does that look like on the other side? If I've tried, for 5 years and came up with blanks, like, and I can't be the only one. So I would love to figure out like how to build that community, or inspire someone else to build it. So thanks, guys. Me, I'm on the struggle bus. Anyway, you guys know I don't know what happened. Yes. Can you hear me now, Jada? Hopefully you can. Okay. I'm hearing yes, we can after that. So I'm imagining you're doing more than, what's her name? Sally the Riveter. Yes, we can. Oh, thank you. I tried to create another channel to have that. That's a whole. I took on too much. I came into the year like gangbusters, and it was rough. It was rough. The end of last year, I kept having to be biopsied, and I had to go on those vicious antibiotics. Yeah. One of those crazy antibiotics. I had the appointment with the RI right before I had to leave to go to my uncle's funeral. It was a lot. It was just a lot going on. And life happens. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of things that are going on for all of us that are outside of just trying to conceive and trying to like juggle it all. I will say, because the one thing I've told myself is, don't lose your job. Don't lose your job. And so I have excelled at work. So I will say I'm grateful for that. At least work is going really well. And I'm able to give myself grace there. And it just this whole like post George Floyd thing, I even feel like I gotta be careful how I word this because there are some people who watch this. I will say people more senior than me giving me grace, not only giving me grace, but giving me the benefit of the doubt. Because there was this question of like this data stuff. And I was looking at my data and I was like, that's not right. But the person who was telling me that it was wrong was like super senior. And then I'm just like, so I just kind of backed off of it. Like, let me double check. And then someone who's between the super senior person and myself was like, nothing changed, right? Like, why are you kind of backing off of it? Because the way I was kind of caging it when she was like, is this different? And I was like, first I was like, no. And then she kept questioning me. And then I was like, not that I know of, you know what I mean? And then this other person was encouraging me like, no, you know it. Just like, go. And I just felt like they gave me so much grace. I was honestly, when I hung up the phone, I was like in tears because I was just like, this person just seriously gave me the benefit of the doubt. And that normally doesn't happen. In my experience in corporate America, it's like you always got to come with all the receipts. You know what I mean? And it was like, I'm telling him nothing has changed. And he's just like, I trust that your numbers are good. Like nothing has changed since we put these out a couple months ago. So that was nice. Thank God, because if work wasn't going well and everything else was crumbling, I would just be a hotmess.com. So yes, but thank you. Wedding planning has taken precedence, but I want to do one more cycle with my embryos in Barbados. Okay. So one of our sisters, our TTC sisters, got married, came to New York after her wedding, came to visit me, ended up pregnant. She was getting ready to start a cycle and waiting for her period to start. And then she was freaking out because her period didn't start. And then ended up she was pregnant. So it might be after the wedding. I don't know. But I hope it all works out. And the wedding planning, I mean, that sounds stressful and fun at the same time. So I would, if anybody knows of someone who did a transfer in Barbados and did a video, please send it to me. I'm curious about how the whole process works. Like, is it you do your prep work here in the US and then you go there for the transfer? Do you spend like the whole month there for the from like cycle day 3 through transfer? I'm curious about how it all works. Because I know I've talked to a couple ladies who they were like torn between CNY in upstate New York and Barbados. And it was about a 50-50 split. Nobody, all flocked to CNY. The group didn't all flock to CNY. The group didn't all flock to Barbados. But for me, it would be the same whether it's Barbados or upstate New York, because I would have to leave home. I'd have to be away from home for that time. And so that's a big deterrent for me. I don't know. You do your prep here. Okay. And then they communicate that over to the other clinic, like to the Barbados clinic, and they're the ones doing your meds. I would love to see a video. I'm so curious. And then like, do they send the subscription? Hello. Do they send the prescription to the US? And it feels complicated. Even with the doctors here being local, like I'm curious about how it's going to work. Cause it seems like, well, I can't even say it seems like, cause we haven't started. As it is now, like I take information from one doctor to the other doctor, meaning the RE, reproductive endocrinologist, and I take it to the reproductive immunologist and vice versa. So I'm just like, we'll see how it happens. Oh, wow. You've had 3 cycles on there. This will be my 3rd cycle in Barbados. I can tell you all about it. Oh, listen, do you want to tell me right now? You want to come in the live? Because I'm curious. I would love to hear it. You do your prep. Oh, IVF Bahama Mama, where you been, girl? Locally, and then go to Barbados, roughly about 10 to 14 days. Most pharmacies don't honor their prescription, so I get mine through CNY because I was registered there and with the RI. Oh, interesting. Oh, so you did CNY first and then Barbados, because I've known people who have like wanted to do one or the other and pick between those, which I think it's interesting that they're on par with each other. And then you did Barbados. Well, when is the wedding? Do you have time? Is there a reason you prefer Barbados, Jada? Jada, do you mind coming on live? Let me see. Let me find how we're gonna see if we can. I'll send you the link if you want to come. How about that? If you don't want to come, no pressure. I'm just gonna drop it in the. If you click on that, you should be able to join. Let me try it on the other side too, in case that gets wonky. Whoops. Let's see. Okay, just do it on your phone. You can cook and talk to us. If it's too much, don't do it. I'm just joshing. If it's too much, don't do it. We'll figure it out later. But it seems like a lot of the ladies have questions, and it's probably easier to talk than to type. But yeah, and for me, honestly, it's out of insurance, either one of them. So that was also another deterrent, but I would have to pay for hotel. If it's Barbados, it's what am I saying? That's not right. Air flight. It's a flight. I don't know why my brain likes to make my words jumble around. If I go to Barbados, it's a flight. It's air travel. That's what I'm trying to say. It's air travel. If I go upstate New York, it's a rental car. So, and then none of my meds would be covered. So it would just be, there's an exorbitant expense that I don't have if I go in New York City. Airfare, thank you. Oh my God, I wonder, like, I need to do more brain puzzle exercises. I'm like, am I having like dementia? Like, I can see the word, or I know, I don't know. It's just like, maybe once my anxiety subsides, the words will come easier. Yeah. It's interesting that CNY. Okay, here, Jada. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? What you cooking?
I am cooking some smothered meatballs and like the egg noodles. My fiance wanted that.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thank you for hopping on. So, anything you want to tell us? We're listening for how this works.
Yes. So CNY and Barbados. So I had initially signed up, waited for the consult with CNY, went through the whole process, got ready to do the cycle, and then I started realizing that donor eggs may be a better option for me. And so, of course, the cost of donor eggs here in the US is so expensive. I came across, a video of some, I already knew about Barbados, but I really wasn't considering them until I decided that, maybe I should try a cycle with donor eggs. And so I realized that it would be a little more cost effective. Oh, the sun is shining. So that's how I ended up deciding to go to Barbados. I had heard really good things about it. And then, as a lot of people know, I learned that Kenya Moore, a lot of you all know Kenya from the Housewives, and she had gone there. And I'm like, oh, well, Kenya had success. So let me go and see what it's all about. So I went. Obviously, I haven't had success yet. But what I will credit Dr. Skinner for is she was the first doctor who told me about the immune testing. Because I had shared with her that I had had 2 miscarriages. And so she said anyone that's had more than 1 miscarriage, she strongly encouraged the immune testing out of, what is it, Rosalind Young? I always get it. Rosalind Young, the University in Chicago.
Okay.
Which is where they supposedly the only lab that does this testing. So I had the testing done, and sure enough, it came back saying that I had elevated natural killer cells and cytokines and all of that. So she said, okay, so that means that when you do your cycle, you're going to have to be on the prednisone and all of that. And so I did that first cycle, which was in 2019, I think.
Before the pandemic.
Or maybe it was in 2018. But anyway, first cycle didn't work. I ended up, let me back up. So I was going to do a fresh donor. The young lady didn't respond well to the stem. So back to CNY. So because I already had Dr. Kiltz had already written my plan and already had sent the prescriptions, I was able to still fill those prescriptions because the Barbados prescription, most U.S. pharmacies will not honor it. There's a pharmacy in Miami that they work with. Some people use the IVF meds and then some of the online pharmacies, but most pharmacies won't. But because I had those other, and I probably shouldn't be saying this online, but but I was able,
I can't give you legal advice. Just move cautiously.
So I was able to fill my prescriptions. So I decided, and it was actually one of the doctors from CNY who told me. He said, if I were you at your age, I'm 47 now, and
you froze. Can you still hear me? Oh, Jada. If you can hear me, you may have to go out and come back in. You froze right after you said you're 47. Okay, here you go.
Yeah. It cut out for a minute.
Yeah, it right after you said I'm 47, and then I think you were saying at the time, and then now, and then it froze.
Oh, I was saying that at the time of doing that first cycle, I think I was 45. And maybe going on 46. But at any rate, it was one of the doctors at CNY who told me, he said, with your age and everything, I would really put my bet more on donor eggs so that you have a better chance for a successful outcome. So based on that, I decided, okay, then I am going to go with Barbados. So anyway, like I said, fast
Oh,
forward
okay.
through first cycle with Barbados didn't work. Second
Wait,
cycle,
1 second before you go to the second one. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Where did you get your donor? Was the woman from Barbados or she was
yes,
okay, okay.
yes, the woman was from Barbados. I actually did double donor. At the time,
Okay.
I wasn't engaged and all that. So I
I'm a
did.
double donor too. I'm a double donor, so I understand.
I remember that because it's funny because I've been following you for a couple years now, and it seems like there was twice where we were cycling at the same time. I think you probably don't remember, but I even sent you a message or posted that we were cycling at the exact same time, had the exact same outcome and everything.
Ugh.
But yeah, so I did my monitoring here, and I'm in Dallas,
Okay.
and so I'm registered with a couple of reproductive endocrinologists here.
Okay.
So I was able to do my, ultrasounds and all of that stuff here. Once I did it, they would then send the transcript or the information to Barbados. They just email it over.
Now, did Barbados say exactly what they wanted tested, or it was just like standardized, like when your local person was doing the testing
They
or the
said,
blood work?
of course, they wanted, the initial lab work and all of that stuff. I got that done. They said what I needed to have checked, the usual hormones.
Okay.
And then when it came to checking my lining, it was just, they wanted to make sure that the lining was clear of fibroids, which I do have some. I just went to the doctor today. That's a whole nother story. But they wanted to make sure that the ovaries had no cysts and, that the uterus looked good enough to support a possible pregnancy.
Right.
And the thickness. So those were the things. And so I would have to do like 2 or 3 lining checks here. And then the final lining check was done in Barbados.
Oh, wow.
Prior
Okay.
to the transfer.
Now, do they ever give you like a go, no go point where it's like, if you don't have X, Y, and Z, don't get on the plane?
You know what? They don't. And I kind of wish they did, because this last one, I don't know. I kind of feel like I shouldn't have, because I had some concerns, but Dr. Skinner was like, no, everything's fine. Let's move forward with the cycle. One of them was delayed. I did delay one of them because my reproductive endocrinologist he said no, not the immunologist, the guy out of
Chicago.
Michigan. Lord,
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said Illinois.
Dr.
Okay.
Durbala.
Okay.
Yeah, I went with him because this was when he first started his own practice, because he used to be with KK, Quack Kim.
Okay. I'm not up on all these.
Okay. Well, he used to be her understudy, so to speak. And so
Okay.
he opened his own practice, and it wasn't a very long wait like it is with a lot of them. So I caught him at a good time. I think I only had to wait like maybe a month or something.
Oh, wow. That's real good.
Mm-hmm. So, Barbados, I will say a lot of people have had success with Barbados. A lot of people have not had success with Barbados. There are some things that I wish they had done or would do that they don't do. You definitely.
Like what?
A lot of the testing, like I remember wanting to have my progesterone and estrogen levels tested right before transfer, and I kind of had to push for that. This last cycle, it starts with a B. It's a lot of people don't really even talk about it, but it's one of those hormones that if it's too high, your cycle will not work. They give you bromocryptamine to keep it elevated.
Okay.
No, it starts with a P. I want to say Pitocin, but that's when you're giving
prolactin. Is it the prolactin?
Prolactin, yes.
Okay.
Yes. My prolactin was high, and I knew that I shouldn't have gone forward with that cycle, but they were like, no, it's fine, let's do it. And so, um, yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm skipping all over the place because there's a lot of pieces in between that I'm kind of leaving out. But does anyone have any specific questions that maybe I could answer?
Anybody have any questions? I also did your RI work with the Barbados RE?
No, not really. As a matter of fact, there was a little bit of I don't want to say tension, but the doctors in Barbados did not like the idea that I was working with a reproductive immunologist. They were like, okay. The reproductive immunologist, because see, both of them had given me 2 separate protocols as far as
Oh.
the immune medication went. So the Dr. Bala had me on like a higher dose of progesterone. Prednisone. The doctor in Barbados thought it was too high. So it was very much a struggle of trying to decide, well, which one do I go with and who do I, lean towards, and can't we just all work together? What happened to having a medical team?
Right.
But they didn't want any parts of that. So I kind of had to make my own decisions, and I don't know if maybe going
Oh no, you froze again. Can you hear me? You froze right at make my own decisions.
often caused by, okay, I went out again.
Yes, you froze at you had to kind of make your own decisions.
Yeah, of which doctor to go with, who, I was going to listen to. And I sometimes, wonder if taking the higher dose of prednisone was an issue, because sometimes you can be over suppressed.
Right. When did you start your prednisone? Because I know this RI wants me to start it on when I start my estradiol.
Initially, I think I had started either 30 days or 6 weeks out, but part of the protocol the doctor in Barbados said after the first failure was that I needed to start it sooner. So she wanted me to start it, I think, 60 days out or something.
Oh
like
wow.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Janaya has a question for you. What was the cost
How
for
much was the donor eggs? I remember it initially being 9,000. And that was for when I was initially doing the fresh donor. However many eggs would have come from that donor, I would have been able to keep. She did not respond well to the medications.
And did you have to pay for her meds?
So because I had meds at home, I was able to ship those meds. Actually, I brought them with me, and she was able to use. No, I feel like I did ship them. So she was able to use those meds, and they realized that she still wasn't responding well. So when I got there, like a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days before transfer, my coordinator calls me and says, hey, we're sorry, she's not responding well. So your only choice at this point is to cancel the cycle, or we have 3 sets of donor eggs.
Oh, the frozen? Oh my God.
Yeah, the frozen.
So the 9,000 was just gone for the fresh.
Well, I ended up having to pay more, which I ended up paying like 15,000 because I got like, what was it, 12 eggs, I think, 10 or 12.
Okay.
And I still feel like that wasn't handled properly. But when your emotions are running high, you're maybe not thinking the clearest. All of that was going on. So I went ahead and gave them more money.
Right. Oh my God.
Which I feel I probably shouldn't have done.
But at that point, it's like in for a penny, in for a pound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. It was like, here, just get it done.
Yeah. And then I thought about the fact that here in the US, if I were to purchase a lot of donor eggs, there's nowhere that I could get 12 donor eggs for 15,000.
No. Yeah. Yeah, because even so, I did mine in the U.S. Right, I had fresh eggs, and I ended up with 10 embryos at the end of it all. But I could not give her my meds. The clinic refused, so I had to pay for her to have brand new meds.
Okay.
And all the eggs were mine, but we had a significant because I don't even remember. It was over 10. I just know it was I think it was like, I can't remember if I ended up with half or 3/4 of how many eggs she had, but that's what I ended up for embryo. They didn't all make it. That's what I have to go back and look at the video. It was like, maybe it was 20, then it went to 16. Like there was only 10 that made it to day 5.
Okay.
But the medicine alone was expensive because I couldn't. It was supposed to be covered by my insurance, but the clinic got spooked at the end, and they were just like, "Oh well, we don't." They were really worried about that her identity would be released to me somehow through doing it. So they had me pay cash, and then they were like, "You can resubmit to your insurance," and the insurance was like, "Why did anyway?" So that was a pain in the ass. But then I don't know, and it was what was your selection process like? Because mine, it was like basically like they previewed for me, and I only ended up, the one they showed me is the one I took.
So with Barbados, and I understand that the process has since changed, but I was sent a link where there were pictures of donors.
Okay.
And I
as adults or as children? The females
as
were
adults.
Okay. Oh
As
wow.
adults.
Okay.
They were adult pictures. And it was just only one picture, and it had a little, bio about them, their height, their weight, their occupation, blood type, maybe a couple of other things. And so I was able to select, from that list. And then when the donor that I selected didn't work out, the list of frozen embryos, there was another list of ladies that had, from
prior cycles,
and there were only 3. And the young lady that I ended up going with, she shared my blood type. So I felt, she was O negative. So I felt like, okay, well, maybe that's a sign, because I had already looked at her because she kind of resembled me. I felt like she was my same complexion. And I just felt like, okay, this girl could be related to me. So it just kind of made sense. And, we had the same blood type. So I went with her.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take it one step back, though. Like, before they presented, did you give them a list of criteria of, like, you want her to be college educated, you want a certain skin tone, certain body type, family background, anything? Okay.
No, I didn't. They didn't even ask me those questions because they were like, this is the list. And out of the list of maybe 15, a lot of them were already, they were saying, well, this one can't do a cycle until in 6 months or in 9 months or whatever. And so the ones who were able to do a cycle pretty soon were the ones that I really honed in on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So are your embryos in Barbados?
They are. I have 2. So I ended up with 6 that fertilized out of the 12, which is, they said, is normal. They say normally it's about half of them. So they transfer 2 at a time, which is another thing that some people say, no, don't do that. That, because if one fails, it could cause the other to fail, but that's how they like to do it. They say it gives you a better chance at success. So the first 2 times I transferred 2 each time. So I have 2 left.
Oh, wow. Okay. And when is the wedding? You said you're trying to do it before the wedding?
No, the wedding is in November.
Oh, yay. Congratulations.
Thank you. The wedding is in November. My fiance and I have talked about it. He doesn't have an issue if I still want to use those, those embryos. He said he's totally okay with that. So I guess it's just a decision I need to make. I've thought about maybe trying to do a cycle around the wedding so we can maybe do like a honeymoon there, but I probably, because every time I've gone, it's a beautiful island, but you're not drinking any alcohol, not eating any sugar, and trying to be strict and all of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, enjoy your honeymoon. Enjoy your new husband. Like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, maybe I'll wait until after and just go and do it. And just part of me at this point feels like, you know what? Though the two that are remaining are the lowest graded embryos.
Oh, okay.
Even though, ironically, you'll hear a lot of people say, a lot of women I've heard, their least or lowest graded embryos were the ones that worked.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
so I don't want to completely, call it a wash, but I'm kind of just like, I'm going to just maybe go and just get it over with, and whatever happens, happens. So I don't know, maybe next year.
Yeah, you'll know. You'll know. Tiffany is saying thanks for being so open and informative.
Oh, you're welcome.
Indy is saying, hello, everyone. I live in Martinique and I had 2 failed cycles with Barbados. Is there only one clinic in Barbados? It's like the fertility.
Yeah, there's only one in Barbados. They do have a sister clinic that they've opened in Trinidad. My memory serves me correctly. But they weren't doing, or maybe they were doing, at one point they weren't doing transfers there, but they do have a sister clinic that just opened like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, Barbados has been a huge blessing for a lot of women. But for just as many women that have had success, you'll hear some stories of some things that have happened that kind of breaks your heart. And again, I don't want to, put all of that out there, but yeah. So
I think we all know at least one person that's had a bad experience, whether in Barbados or at any clinic. And I've had bad experiences with clinics, and other people like swear by that same clinic. So
Yeah.
it happens. Yeah. There's no perfect. Indy has one more. She's would use donor eggs 45. They asked her to check for killer cells 2 in Chicago for $900, but she decided to do it here because it will be free with her insurance.
And so that's the other thing. I didn't know when this was first presented to me. I was made to believe that these tests, insurance doesn't cover this. And shame on me because, maybe I should have researched it more. So I paid that at the time. Actually, I feel like it was $1,000. Maybe it was $900 and I had to pay another $100 for something else. But yeah, that's how much it cost. But now, when I get it done through Dr. Durbala, my insurance covers it. And I just have to pay like $35 for the lab draw fee. And then I have to pay to have it shipped to Rosalind Franklin.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, the BRI, Braverman reproductive immunologist, doesn't take insurance. So mine was going to be out of pocket. But I know there's some groups on Facebook too that are like, they know ways around the insurance or how to get accepted by insurance or maybe post. So there's definitely, I recommend for everybody, like, see if insurance will cover it. If not all, how much, why not?
Right. I say the same because it's expensive to pay out of pocket. And then if you're doing a cycle or if you're leading up to one, you want to get those levels checked like sometimes every 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
To see if there's, any changes.
Yeah, especially coming on the meds and coming off the meds, you don't know how your body's responding. Like it could do a rebound or whatever else. The ladies are excited. You're talking about this clinic. There's someone else. Who is this? There's one more person. Savvy Halwasi. I think I got the questions. I don't want to hold you too long because I know you're cooking, but I appreciate you hopping on.
It's done.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot. There's so if did you go to Barbados specifically because you were doing donor, or is that what made you say buy CNY?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, of course, I've learned there's a lot of people go to Mexico. Where else are people going? A lot of people, well, there are people that have gone to Greece. And apparently Greece has very high success rates.
Now, do they have donors that are people of color, like Black people?
Well, so that's the thing. I know that one of my friends, when I haven't talked to her in so long, and she's biracial, and I think her donor ended up being biracial.
Oh wow. Okay.
But just like Mexico, there are some Afro
Afro Latino. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But yeah. So I think I chose Barbados because I figured there would be more, people of my, background
Right.
there.
It's hard. There's not a lot of black female there's not a lot of black male donors too, but that's a whole other issue. There's not a lot of black female donors, and then I know there's one TT sister who is, I believe she's Indian, and she's having an even harder time. So it's just like I wish we get the word out for women of color, like this is a thing, and we'd love to have babies. We need your help.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely a lot of my friends and people around me that I've talked to about this are just blown away because they have no idea that this world even exists. Like what? Like embryos? Like what's that? And
right.
Donor embryos and just the whole process. I even my employer, our fertility benefit used to be $25,000. And they increased it to $75,000.
Oh wow! Okay.
Right before COVID, a little bit before COVID, and so I was just like blown away by that. I don't think it covers donor eggs, so that's really the thing.
Yeah. My insurance covered the medication for donor eggs, but of course, the way the clinic did it, I didn't get that benefit. But not the administrative fees. And I had already run out of retrieval. So if I would have only used one retrieval, they would have covered the retrieval. But they did covered the all the monitoring, the blood work and all that. But yeah, it's a whole other thing. Yeah. I feel like they should do some sort of reimbursement because when people adopt, they'll do a reimbursement. But I mean, I'm grateful to have benefits, so I'm not gonna get nitpicky because I know some people don't, but it's crazy. Indy is asking do you mind if we get in touch? I never met someone who at the same clinic as me, so I don't know how.
Absolutely.
Indy, do you want to drop do you want her email address, or what's the best way for you to reach out to her?
I can I'll put my email in here.
Okay.
Let me see how to do it.
Or if you want to drop your email in the chat, and then she can reach out to you. Jada can reach out to you.
And I don't know, Indy, if you know, but there is a Barbados fertility. There's a group on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, and then there's a young lady. She's a content creator and influencer. She's on Facebook. She's all over. She and her husband went. They had twins the first time, and I think she's pregnant again with twins.
Oh, wow.
And I can't remember what she has a lot of videos. She has journaled her entire journey with Barbados.
What's her channel name or her handle?
I'm trying to think of it. It's God, because you're asking me, I'm not able to think of it.
My brain works the same way.
and I think a lot of people may not say, oh, I know her, just from seeing her, in different things. She's sponsored a lot of makeup people, sponsor her to talk about their products and stuff.
Okay. Ladies in the chat, if you know, drop it in the chat. She went to Barbados.
Really, really big, beautiful hair, curly hair. I'll have to think of her name because it's completely escaping me.
It'll come to you as soon as we're done. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's just the law of the land. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the one thing I do, it's interesting because you said at the top about if you have two losses or not. Because I had my first transfer, I had the early loss, and I feel like they were reluctant to test me for anything at that point because they just wanted to be like, oh, it's your eggs, right?
Yeah.
Because I started the IVF process. Well, I started the baby making process at 46, so I was already like above. I was what is it? Advanced maternal age. So it was, So I always think about that of like, oh, I wonder if we would have done my immunology test straight away if I would have. I mean, I know it's no point in beating a dead horse, but it is a wonder. You know what I mean? Like, they were so quick to be like, oh, you have to have donor eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here somebody said Wanda Mulzak.
Yes,
Okay.
her, Wanda. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Latanya. So, Indy, if there's somebody else you can follow on Facebook and I think everywhere else, Wanda Mulzak, who also who went to Barbados and has had 2 positive outcomes. So
yes, and she has a lot of content.
Cheryl said it too. She does. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. See, that's why it's important to share our stories, and thank you for sharing, Jada. Because I feel like there's people who have a little bit of information here, a little bit of information, and we got to find it and pull it together so that it's not so odd. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel there's power in information, and so the more we share our stories, the more powerful we all become together.
This is true.
Tiffany said, I hate the term advanced maternal injury. I hate that too. I
was like, what? Geriatric? Like, no, that's your mom's.
Oh my God. All right, Miss Jada, go eat your food with your fiance, ma'am.
He's not off until later. I'm just cooking it now, but I'm not going to eat any. I'm trying to be on a diet. So I just ate a nectarine.
That's all you having for dinner is the nectarines?
Well, I had some stuff earlier. I'm not really hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't talk. I've only been eating twice a day. My appetite is not where it needs to be.
Girl, well, I wish mine wasn't either because it's not at the moment, but that's a struggle for me. That's another story. But anyone who wants to reach out to me, let me I can drop my email.
If you want to tell me, I can put it on a banner too.
It's JadaLHayes@gmail.com.
Jada L?
Yep, L as in Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just put it in the...
Oh, you did? Okay.
Chat, yeah. I like to turn on the air. I didn't realize I'm sweating. It's hot in here. But
and you were standing in the kitchen too, ma'am.
Yes, standing over the.
No, it's not. Did you hit enter? It's not in the chat.
Oh, it's not. I did hit enter, but let's see.
The last thing I see is Tiffany's comment.
I see on my end it says comments, and then it's there. Chat with everyone in the studio.
Okay. Oh well, maybe they can see it and I can't.
I don't know.
Oh wait. You and I are in the studio, I think. Wait, but I see. Oh no, I see. Okay, I can copy it. It's in a private chat. I'm like, okay. I'm glad you.
Oh really? Because...
Yeah. You and I are in the studio.
Okay.
See, I just said hi back. Okay, let me just put it on the banner. Contact Jada at. Okay, so I'm gonna put it. There we go. So you guys can contact Jada at JadaLHayes@gmail.com and get all of your questions about Barbados. So you stayed there for 2 weeks. So you went right before the transfer?
I stayed for. I feel like the first time I stayed for maybe like 15 days. The second time, I feel like I may have stayed for only like 13 days or something like that. But it was around 2 weeks each time.
Are you staying for beta? Like, why is it 14? Why is it 2 weeks?
Because they like you to come early so they can do those maybe it's 2 lining checks that they want to do.
Okay.
They put you on birth control pills, which I don't like because my body doesn't like that. I know some women who have been on birth control for their cycles and it didn't work. And then the minute they did a cycle without it or did a natural cycle, they had success.
Oh,
so
wow.
They would tell, because I inquired about that and they said that, no, they like you to be on the birth control because you're traveling and the way they do it. they schedule you according to the time frames that they have open. So let's say,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So in order
So they're
to
taking
control,
over your cycle. They're controlling it.
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So you have to stay on the birth control. They usually want you to start it like 2 months in advance.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And to me, that's a long time,
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I don't particularly care for. But so they and the coordinator, everything is written out, step by step, what you have to do, what day you start what med, and so on and so forth. There have been some people that have talked about their protocol or their timeline was messed up. But for the most part, if you follow what they have, it's it'll run pretty smoothly.
Okay.
But yeah, they'll tell you, and so that's one of the reasons why they'll even tell you travel to Barbados, book your flight, fly out on this date, and you could leave on this date.
Ah, okay. I got you.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then you have the transfer, and then how many days do you have to stay after transfer? How many days do they ask you to stay?
They don't really, usually they say to try to rest maybe for a day, but I know some women that have had their transfer and left the next day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think for me, I have stayed maybe 2 days beyond the transfer. But they're not really picky about that, especially if you have someone with you. Now, the times that I've gone by myself.
Okay.
And so, I didn't have anyone to pull the luggage unless I had one of the people
Oh,
in the airport to do it. But I just remember, you think of everything. I'm like, is that what went wrong? Maybe I should have waited longer instead of walking through and dealing with all of that. Maybe that had a negative effect on my cycle, and all of that stuff. But
it's
hey.
always going to be a question. I mean, when it doesn't work, it's like we just ruminate over
Mm-hmm.
what could we have done differently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am gonna go and do another that one last cycle. They said that if I want to only transfer one, they can defrost and or thaw, and then just freeze the other one. But I don't know if I want to do that. Some people say it's not good to do that.
What? It's not good to do what?
To thaw, if you thaw them and then
Oh, yes.
freeze,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Mm-hmm.
said it's less problematic than it was before, but it definitely is not as if you had never thawed it and refroze it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would you be ready for twins?
I would be. As a matter of fact, when I first started with Barbados, I knew there was a chance of twins, and I was completely okay with it. Had went out and bought a new vehicle, a bigger vehicle, and everything. I just knew I was gonna come home pregnant with twins.
Oh my goodness. It
So
still
yeah,
might happen.
I was ready for twins.
Oh my God. Yeah. That
I,
is yeah, it just I don't know, it's a lot to wrap my mind around. Like getting on a plane, going over there.
it paused again.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me? I can see you. Uh-oh, now you paused.
It
Maybe gonna come back. Oh, there.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard you say it's hard to wrap my mind around, and then it went off.
The travel and getting there, I just feel like my anxiety would be through
It
the
went off
roof.
again.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me? I'll type it in there. Or triplets. I'm gonna type it in. Like my anxiety would be through the roof. There we go.
It
I
went
feel like
off
my
again.
anxiety would be through the roof, I said.
Yeah. Your anxiety. Well, I like to travel. I do solo traveling anyway, so that was right up my alley. That part I wasn't. I like to go by myself.
Yeah. I'm okay with the travel, but it's the travel by itself I'm okay with. But I just feel like there's so many things in my past cycles that have gone wrong, like to get on a plane and get there and it'll be like a no-go. I think that's my fear.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe this time my fiance will go with. Well, it'll be husband then. Maybe he'll go with me.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Mm. Yeah, we'll see. But hmm. But yeah, if anyone has any questions at all about the process or about, the clinic itself, the people, just let me know. They have a spa there
Oh.
where you can do acupuncture and massage. So this last time I did the acupuncture and the massage before, and they recommend you do it after the acupuncture before and after. So that's supposed to increase your chances of implantation. And for some people, it does. Some people say that they
Yeah.
feel like it's helped. So, yeah.
It definitely helps relax me. Like, just even, I don't care what else is doing. It definitely like brings it down a notch for me, which
Yeah.
is good. So if you did do this for your honeymoon, you could potentially have like the first week of the transfer and then the second week just relaxation, or vice versa.
Yeah. Well, usually the relaxation is kind of before, like they want you there so many days and before the transfer. Once the transfer is done, some people stay an additional week after that. I know people that have gone and stayed like 3 and 4, a whole month.
Okay, and just
No,
kick back.
and especially now with being able to work remotely, a lot
Oh,
of
right.
people
You can
are.
just work. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but then you have to also factor in the cost of staying in a hotel for all that time, or Airbnb. Um, I stayed in an Airbnb the first time for the first week, I think, and then the last few days I moved to a hotel because I didn't like where the Airbnb was located. So I moved.
Okay.
The second time I stayed at that hotel, and it's in walking distance from the clinic. The
From
clinic
the
is
okay.
right across the street from the boardwalk, from the ocean. And the other lady can probably tell you it's really beautiful. I would just go over, and if nothing else, Barbados is absolutely gorgeous.
Okay.
It's a beautiful island.
I haven't been. So the other lady, Wanda Mozak.
No, well, the lady that's in the group, wasn't there someone in here in the chat who went to Barbados
Oh yeah.
too?
I know Indy said she went. I'm not sure if Savvy went. But
Oh,
here's a
okay.
here's a question for you. Can you speak to dating following the process? Sometimes I worry about how my future significant other would handle it.
Um, I think that for me, I was very open with guys, and I kind of let them know, hey, listen, I'm 40 however years old, and I've been trying, and this is what it is. This is what I'm doing. And most guys that I've dated or have been before meeting my fiance, they didn't seem to well, I take that back. Most of them were like, girl, I could get you pregnant, that whole thing. Everybody everybody
Oh my god, for free. They're like, oh,
right.
I can get it for
Like,
free.
I don't know why you doing all that. You going all over there and spending all this money. I don't understand that. No.
Oh my god,
Like,
that's
Lord.
funny. Although I will say there was a lady on YouTube. Now she wasn't trying, of course, but she was like 49 and ended up pregnant. I can't think of her name, and she was like this whole big thing. And she was like, I didn't think I could get pregnant. And it's one of those stories like when you're TTC, it makes you cringe. So I didn't follow her because she was like had a tube tied or had 2 tubes tied or something removed,
Oh
wasn't
Lord.
trying, surprise pregnancy, and I was just like, okay. I mean, it's like
It happens.
inspiring, but I'm just like I can't deal with it.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
Yeah, Indy said Barbados is beautiful. I have not dated since I have been TTC, but I would imagine because of my age, if I meet somebody, well, I shouldn't put that on myself. I might meet a younger man and rock it out. Because I'm thinking if I meet somebody
Yeah.
older, they're not going to want to be like a kid, but I could get
But
me a young man.
surprisingly, guys that I've met were older, but I think I know what it is because it's like every guy I would meet, they would have this like they were on this conquest to make a baby. I think it's because I don't have kids, and I think some men see that as some type of, I don't know.
Like a challenge or a
I think so in some weird way.
okay.
I think that was the mindset. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know about it, but
Oh my god. I mean, it has to be too because I mean, no offense to anybody who has babies. Obviously, I have an adult daughter, but they're probably like, "Oh, well, you already have a kid." Meaning the other lady, so like somebody who doesn't have a kid and who wants to have a kid, they're probably like, "Yes,
yeah,
like let me be the man." You know what I mean?
yes, that has
Virility.
been the reaction that the reaction that I have gotten. So,
That
and
is
even
interesting.
like now, like, it's a possibility that I could still get pregnant naturally. I mean, if I, lost weight, came off of sugar and all of those things that's necessary, which I need to be doing anyway. But you never know, there's still.
You could get pregnant without doing any of that. You know what I mean? You don't know. Anything.
True.
Yeah. Listen, the honeymoon might be it. I'm telling you.
That's true. I might be messaging you saying, Tanika, guess what, girl?
Yes, I'll be doing cartwheels for you. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Like the journey can be long, but I feel like I find out new things about myself. So I'm not mad at it, even though it can be frustrating. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's definitely a journey that has taught me a lot about myself, about my body. I've learned so much from other women. I used to be very active in a lot of these Facebook groups, and these women are like mad scientists. And I have to say that I have learned. I feel like some of them know more than the doctors.
Right? Yeah.
It's like especially like I am in that immunology, the reproductive immunology group, and some of them, I think a couple of them are, I don't know if they're doctors, but they're in the medical field where they do research, and it's amazing.
Nice.
Things that I've
Latanya said that's true. While dating as a single mom by choice, men see me as a conquest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how do you guys tell them when you're dating? What is that conversation like? Like, hey, baby, I gotta talk to you. Like, how does that go?
Let me see. I'm trying to think. I think for me, like before I met my fiance, there was this guy. I think I just told him, I said, because most of the time they're going to ask you. That's usually, most guys are going to say, well, hey, you don't have kids. Do you not want to have, or did you not want to have kids?
Okay.
So I think that's kind of sometimes how the conversation has gotten started.
Okay.
Because, I can say, well, I don't have kids, but that wasn't by choice, and then I'll share that I've been pregnant a couple times, had a couple losses, been going through, IVF, and I just kind of tell them, and then they just like, okay.
Challenge accepted. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I actually do have two multi.
Hi. Oh my God. What's up? Is it a boy or a girl?
This is a boy.
Hi. What's his name?
Don't laugh, because people always say, why'd you name it? His name is Zoe. I have Zoe and Chloe.
Okay. Is it Zoe or Zoey?
Zoey, like Chloe. And then here's the little girl.
Oh my God.
And she just wants to lay on mommy's boobies because
I love it. Yes. Oh my God. That's funny.
But that's my babies.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
How old are they?
They are 8. They turned 8 on June the 1st.
Okay.
They're 8 years old.
Oh, happy birthday.
And I've had them since they were 6 weeks old.
Oh, they're from the same litter?
Yeah, they're brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Latanya said, I started up front because IVF is so much work. But yes, it starts with, do I want children? I always get, why would you do it this way? I always get, why would you do it this way? And then let me give you a baby. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They trying to get right to the unprotected sex. It's like, hold up. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. I haven't been on a date since no, it's a lie. I did go on one date and I met one other guy, but we didn't even get that far in the conversation. So yeah. It's a little cray cray. How did you meet your fiance? Oh no, did you freeze? Oh God. You froze again. Did you lose me?
Yeah, it went out. I don't know why. Is it
It's
my internet that's doing that? Is this normal or?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
I don't
haven't
normally
had
have a lot of people on, so it's hard to say, but it freezes and then like I'm still moving. I don't know, child. I don't know.
I
But I
want.
was asking, how did you meet your fiance?
Believe it or not, we met on Facebook dating.
Oh, look at you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you happen to be in the same city?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's how it works. I'm trying to think. It's been so long now. I don't even remember if it. Yeah, I think it matches you with people that's in your area.
Okay. I haven't used it. The last time I used the app, I was using oh my God, Match. And that was in Brooklyn at that point. But it would match like based on the criteria because some people would be like in California. Maybe it's how I had my settings. I don't know, but they weren't.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't all local. Heather said I suck at online dating, and Tiffany girl is so crazy to me. Yeah. Oh my God.
Mm.
All right. Well, I've put your information. I've left it up there. Hopefully, anybody who wants to reach out to you will contact you. Thank you for spending time with us tonight.
Thank you for having me on. I'm so glad I got a chance to catch you live. Usually, I'm seeing the replays. So.
Oh, I'm glad you caught it live too. This was good information. I'm like a lot of the ladies were saying this was good information. So definitely thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Everyone, just reach out if you have more questions later. I'm available to answer and help in whatever way I can.
Awesome. We appreciate it. Well, good night to you and
Good
Zoe and
night.
Chloe.
Say good night. Oh, they're over here giving each other kisses.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God, so cute. All right, we'll talk to you
Okay.
later. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, you guys. That was awesome. That was a lot of good information. I might have to go back on Facebook and join some of these groups. Yeah, I might have to lift my self-ban on Facebook. Because there's definitely, I mean, I know there's good content on there. It was just when I was on those chats, I wasn't having a good experience. I might have to just try it again. Maybe we could try again. Try. Okay. I think we're all caught up on. Is there anything else? Janaea said, I appreciate you. And Heather said, I appreciate you, Jada. And Heather said, great combo. Yeah. Facebook groups is all it's good for. Okay, I might have to delve into the Facebook group world and check that out. Does anybody else have any other pressing things? Thank you for doing the watch party with me tonight. That was fun. I liked that. And now I realize it's 9:50. I need to go release that video so the people who didn't see it in the watch party can see it. Jada is saying that we're all welcome. Yeah, you were dropping knowledge, Jada. Thank you so much. My tiny bladder needs to be relieved, so I'm going to go. Thank you guys all for coming. Thank you, Jada, for sharing your knowledge and wisdom. We appreciate you. And I'll see y'all ladies later. Mwah, mwah. Baby, that's to you all. Justice was like, who are you kissing?